Good morning, fifth grade. How's everyone doing? You did what last night? Oh, you went to Rock and Jump. That sounds so fun, Braylon. Oh, look at your puppy, David. He's so cute. All right, it sounds like everyone had a good night. Yeah? Okay. All right, well, let's get started. So today in ELA, we're going to do some reading comprehension. All right, so here we have a lesson on compare and contrast and infer and predict. So today we're going to discuss how we use comparing and contrasting and inferring and predicting to understand what we read, right? Because our reading comprehension is understanding what we read. All right, our learning objectives, this is the things you should know at the end of the lesson. So first, you're going to know how to compare and contrast characters in text. You're going to know how to make inferences and predictions. And then lastly, you're going to use comparing and contrasting to infer what characters think and to predict what characters do. All right, academic language. This is the words that you need to know. Well, first of all, what is comparing? So comparing is to find ways that two or more things are similar. And then we have contrast, which is to find ways that two or more things are different. And then infer is to figure out something that is not stated directly. All right, our target skill, once again, compare and contrast. So as you read, you're going to compare and contrast the thoughts and behaviors of the different characters. And then you're going to look for ways in which they are alike and ways they are different. And you're going to use a graphic organizer to help you compare and contrast the characters. And it's going to look something like this. And we'll do this in several stories throughout the week. You'll do it here in class today. We'll do one together. Then you all do one by yourself for your homework tonight. And then target strategy was infer and predict. So again, you're going to use the graphic organizer to help you infer what a character thinks and to help you predict how he or she might act. And then inferring and predicting will help you understand the characters. All right, so finding out how characters are alike is a good way to begin comparing and contrasting them. So doing so can help you help readers determine how characters are different. All right, so we're going to read a story. It's called The New Babysitter. All right, Janice and Maria live on the same block. They are in the same class and they both babysit after school. The Martinez family was looking for a new babysitter. Mr. and Mrs. Martinez made an appointment to talk to each girl. Janice had more experience babysitting than Maria did. However, Janice arrived at the meeting a few minutes late. Maria had babysat for only one family before then, but she showed up to the meeting on time. Janice told the Martinez family she wanted to babysit because she'd like some extra money. Maria wanted the job because she loved kids. Mr. and Mrs. Martinez liked both girls, but they knew one would be the better babysitter for them. All right, so now I'm going to use the Venn diagram and we're going to compare and contrast the two girls. So this passage starts by talking about the two girls. So I'm going to give them each girl their own circle, right? And then we're going to look for certain words. So let's go ahead and look for these words in the passage before we go over to our graphic organizer. All right, so we're going to look for words like both. And the word both tells you how things are alike. So let's see if we can find the word both here. Does anyone see the word both in one of these paragraphs? Does anybody see it? Type in your chat box. Tell me where you see the word both. Is everybody getting it? All right, so if we look in the first paragraph, that's right, you all see that second sentence. It says they are in the same class and they both babysit after school. All right, so we found the word both in that first paragraph. So this whole first paragraph is talking about ways they are alike. This is their similarities. All right, if we look for words like but or however, these tell me how things might be different. So let's look can you all look and see if you can find however or but anywhere? Good job, Josephina. Elijah, very good. All right, guys, you're finding it. All right, very good. You are correct. So if we look here in the second paragraph, however, and then here we have, let's see, Janice had more experience babysitting than Maria did. However, Janice arrived at the meeting a few minutes late. Maria had babysit for only one family before then, but she showed up to the meeting on time. So this whole paragraph gives us some differences, right? And then we go down here, and there's some differences here too. There's different reasons why they want to babysit, right? All right, so we're going to put those on that graphic organizer as well. We've got that Janice, she wants the money. Maria likes kids. All right, so let's go and add those to our graphic organizer. So just knowing how characters are alike and how they're different can help readers. Remember, it can help you understand what is not directly stated either in the story. It can help you figure out what might happen next. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, so let's add those to our graphic organizer here. So we have that they both live on the same block. What else? Very good. They are in the same class. Does anyone else have any ideas here? Good job, Micah. They want the job. All right, so those are the similarities. What about Janice? What are some differences between Janice and Maria? You are correct. Janice has more experience than Maria does. Yes, Levi, you're correct. She showed up late. And who else? Oh, very good, Brianna. Yep, she wants job for money. She wants the job for money. All right, what about Maria? Good job, Braylon. She's babysat for more than one family. Great job, Kylie. That's right. She showed up on time. Excellent. Yes, guys. And last, she likes kids. You are correct. Very good. Very good job. So I think Janice is not as serious about the job as Maria, right? So that's probably going to affect what Mrs. Martinez's decision. So our infer and predict, we would use our diagram here and discuss what might happen next as Mr. and Martinez make their decision. What do y'all think will happen? Okay. I see everything you're all putting on here. Yep. Yeah, I agree with a lot of you. A lot of you seem to have the right idea here that they're probably going to pick Maria, that she's probably going to be the best fit for their family because maybe they want someone that's going to be on time and that really likes kids, right? All right, very good job. You guys did an excellent job. Thank you for your participation. All right, so we have a few last things here. All right, so now what? All right, so what you're supposed to do this evening is to do Camp Cedarwood. All right, so read and complete and turn in Camp Cedarwood. This is another compare and contrast worksheet. So you're going to read this little short story yourself, okay? You're going to use your Venn diagram and you're going to record how the characters are alike and how they are different, okay? Remember, the ways they are alike, go in the middle, and then on those outside with their names, Leslie and Allison, you're going to put how they are different there, okay? Next, all right. Make sure you read for 30 minutes each day this week. Also, don't forget to attend your small group sessions this week, okay? Do not forget. Everyone needs to be in class in your groups. And last, does anybody have any questions? No? Everybody's good? All right. If you do, make sure you know that you can contact me, okay? So I want everyone to have a great day. Make sure you do this. Make sure you read. And then also, we have our little Dr. Seuss quote here. The more that you read, the more things you will know, the more that you learn, the more places you will go. All right, guys, you've done a great job today, and I will see you in your small group sessions later this week. Bye. Okay, so now students would be assessed based on eliciting during class the students that were answering questions correctly, what they were putting in the chat box, then or if they were answering stuff out loud, and then also I would look at their Venn diagrams they completed on Camp Cedarwood, and then those would also be differentiated based on each individual's reading levels, especially IEP students with the reading comprehension goals that were listed. So if they were having difficulty seeing how characters are alike and different in whole group instruction, or in those individual reading passages, then I would differentiate comprehension for these struggling readers. I'll engage struggling readers in the I do, we do it, you do it strategy during small group instruction using level readers. And additionally, my students with IP for reading comprehension, Sarah, Luther, Jaden, they will get individual instruction if needed for this lesson as well. And those that were non-proficient students with scores that suggest they may need additional help to reach that estimated mastery range by the end of the school year that are struggling with those objectives, they will be placed together in small groups as well. And then I would also include small groups with some leveled readers with differentiation for my on-level students. And I would also take those that actually understood not only the compare and contrast, but the infer and predict. If they are getting all of that and they're advanced, then I will give them advanced readers during their small group instructional time. But most importantly, those kids that really need that extra assistance with their reading comprehension, that have the IEPs that aren't reaching their goals, work with them in those small groups, and especially, taking my time to work with them individually for the ones that really, really need that extra help. All right. That's my lesson. Thanks. Bye.